In the village of Mbala, hidden deep within the dusty arms of the eastern savanna, where the baobab trees rose like ancient gods and the wind carried secrets from the dead, lived a girl named Adama. She was not cursed, nor was she cruel. But to the eyes of the people she was worse than cursed, she was ugly. Her skin was rough like unpolished bark, her nose bent awkwardly to the side and her eyes, uneven and hollow, seemed to repel affection. Adama was not hated, she was simply invisible. Her presence neither excited nor disturbed. It was as if the world forgot her the moment she turned away. Even the village griots never mentioned her name. No suitor ever looked twice. Her market stall, although filled with the freshest fruits, sat untouched day after day. It was her younger sister, Nandi, whose beauty people wrote songs about. Nandi, whose footsteps made men stumble and whose laughter made elders weep for their youth. Adama lived in that shadow. A flower planted in a corner too dark for bloom. But one night, under the ominous red hue of the blood moon, she decided to do something the village would never forget. She walked alone to Lake Nyoka, the forbidden water, the mirror of spirits, where no one dared go after sunset. There, with trembling lips and desperate eyes, she whispered to the black waters, "I will give anything, anything at all, to be beautiful. Even my soul." The lake rippled, though there was no wind. The trees stopped rustling. Even the insects fell silent. Then came the voice, silky, cold, and ancient. "Anything." From the lake emerged a figure, Seya, the water spirit. Her body shimmered like shifting water. Her eyes burned like coal in the dark. "You offer your soul for beauty?" Adama, barefoot and bleeding from thorns, nodded without fear. She was ready to become unforgettable. She was ready to become beautiful. And with a smile that froze time, the spirit accepted. By morning, Adama was unrecognizable. Her skin glowed like polished ebony under the sun. Her lips were the color of fresh hibiscus. Her figure moved like river water in moonlight. The men of Mbala fell at her feet. The women glared with envy. The chief of Mbala offered her land. Princes came with camels and gold. She had everything she wanted. Everything, except her soul. And with time the price would come. Because beauty stolen from the spirits is never free. And as Adama's fame grew, something darker followed. It started with strange shadows. Then the whispers. Then the deaths. Villagers began to die. One by one. Always smiling. Always whispering her name. Hello, welcome to African Folktale by Patra. Please subscribe, like and comment. Before she became a goddess among mortals, Adama lived like a ghost in her own family. Her sister Nandi received praise for simply walking into a room. Adama, on the other hand, could carry 3 calabashes on her head without a spill and not a single soul would applaud. She once asked her mother why the gods had made her so plain. Her mother, gentle as she was, offered no answers, only tears. At 23, Adama had never been courted. One suitor once offered 2 goats and a sack of yam if she'd cover her face forever. That night, something inside her broke. She stopped praying to the gods of love. Instead, she turned to Lake Nyoka, a place the elders warned about. The legend spoke of a spirit who lived beneath the water, who could grant anything, for a price. Lake Nyoka was quiet as ever when Adama approached it under the blood-red moon. She offered no basket of fruit, no song. Only a whisper. "I no longer wish to be ignored. I want them to see me. I will give anything. Even my soul." The water darkened. Then Seya rose. A being of mist, memory and malice. "Are you sure?" the spirit asked. "I have nothing else to lose." The spirit smiled. And beauty flooded Adama like lightning. She screamed, not from pain, but from the overwhelming power that surged through her bones. Back in Mbala, no one recognized her. She was a stranger in her own skin. Men offered her cows, land, and even their wives to marry her. The chief built her a palace of marble and gold. The women whispered, wondering which goddess she had bribed. Adama never spoke of the lake. Not even when the mirror Seya gifted her began to show strange things at night. Not even when animals began to die around her. Not even when the villagers began to die in their sleep. Hearts missing, mouths smiling, eyes open and empty. One word always found near their bodies, carved into stone mask. Nandi, terrified, came to her sister one night, pleading, "Something is wrong. The spirit from the lake, it's in my dreams." Adama only smiled. But inside she was cracking. She could no longer eat. Her reflection began to whisper. Her gold began to rot. Her perfume smelled of decay. And each night, the voice of Seya returned. "You borrowed what was not yours. Now return it, or pay. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more interesting stories. Desperate, Adama returned to the lake to plead for mercy. But Seya only laughed. Mercy? Beauty is not a gift. It's a curse you asked for. And the only way out is sacrifice. Adama had two choices. Give up her beauty and die slowly. Or pass the curse on to another. That night, she called Nandi to her room. And as her sister slept, Adama lifted a knife. But Nandi woke, looked into her eyes and whispered, "You don't need to do this. I would have taken your place, if you had asked." In that moment, the mirror shattered. A great wind howled. Seya screamed from the shadows. And Adama's mask began to peel. She fell to her knees. Her beauty vanished. But the curse broke. Years later, in the same village of Mbala, a wrinkled woman known as Mama Mirror told stories to children under the baobab tree. She had no gold, no beauty, no palace, but she had peace. And when she died, the waters of Lake Nyoka shimmered softly, as if forgiving her at last. And to this day they say, beware what you ask from spirits, because beauty fades, but curses remember. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.